As your body settles into stillness and the breath lengthens and deepens, once it settles into a comfortable rhythm for you, look into the eyebrow center and begin to practice the complete breath. Starting to breathe in through the nostrils, sending the breath deep down towards your diaphragm, filling the body smoothly and gently outwards and upwards. On the exhalation, relaxing through the upper portions of the body, smoothly and gently through the ribs, drawing the abdomen gently back, slightly up towards the end of the out-breath, encouraging the lower lobes to just very gently empty. Be very aware of the sensations of your breath rising and falling. Looking into the eyebrow center. Being very aware of the sensations of each breath waving gently up and down your body, like the swell of the ocean. Allowing yourself to be here now with your breath, noticing how that feels. So staying with the focus of attention, now looking into the eyebrow center. Let's take a resting deep breath in and out. And then looking into the eyebrow center now, take a steady in breath to open with the chanting of the mantra Om. Om. Take another steady breath and repeat a silent om to yourself, looking into the eyebrow center. Imagine that gently pulled over. And then rest in the silence that follows. And let your breath take care of itself. Okay, so as you feel ready now, gently lowering the chin and beginning to blink the eyes open and release your hands from your mudras. Okay, and then if you'd like to extend your legs out long in front of your body, and we can begin to work with that joint loosening. So legs out nice and long, take the attention there to the toes and just squeeze toes over. Draw them back towards the body and spread them out. Notice how that feels. And as always, be guided by your bodies today. Use as much softness or intensity into these initial opening movements that feels nice for you today. So do be kind and just take things at a pace that feels nice to you. And always just do as many repetitions as feels right for you and your body as well. Excuse me. Okay, so let's move on now through to the ankles and take the feet as far forward and then draw them back towards the body as far as is comfortable. Awareness in the ankles there now so that you're noticing how that feels. Keep your breath moving. And then let's try circling the feet, ankles. And then we can try that the other way. Okay, and then let's relax the legs and a little bit of a shake off. And then support one of your legs behind the thigh and take your knee to its full range. And then moving on to the hip on this side, take that leg out and circle the leg out at the hip. Remember to lift the pelvic floor here and to tone the abdominals to support the weight of the leg. Sit nice and upright throughout the back. And again, just do as many as you feel is right. If you want to stop at any time, do. Try some the other way. Noticing how that feels in the hip for you. And then let's relax that leg out. Take that to the knee on the other side, so support that thigh And take the knee gently through full range. Awareness in the knee. Notice how that feels. And then moving on to that hip there, circling the leg out. Lifted pelvic floor, toning through the abdominals, keeping the breath flowing. And try some the other way around. Okay, and then let's relax that leg out in front. So with the legs just very gently active there, sitting nice and upright. Bring the hands out in front and stretch out, fingers nice and wide apart, and then bend through the little knuckle sections into a soft fist and flick them out nice and wide. Awareness in the hands there, notice how that feels, letting the breath flow freely. Okay, and then lifting the hands up now, pushing palms away. Draw the fingers back towards the face. Hold that there. Take a steady in breath. And exhale the hands down. Holding that there. Taking a steady breath. And then as you next inhale, lifting the hands back up. And holding through the out breath. Breathing in again. And exhaling down. Inhale the hands back up. And exhale them down. Okay, so relax the arms and circle the hands at the wrists. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And then try some the other way. And then with hands palms face up, working to open and close the elbows. And then with the fingertips closer to the shoulders now, circling the elbows around, keeping head and neck in line with the spine, noticing how that feels. Breath flowing. And then try some the other way. Okay, so relax the arms, a little bit of a shake off there. And then we'll take the feet out nice and wide for our seated twist. So grounding through the sit bones where possible, grounding the heels, placing one hand onto the floor in front of the body and one hand there somewhere behind. So do settle nicely with the spine nice and neutral. And from that starting position, take a steady in-breath. As you begin to exhale, start to gently turn through the rib cage, chest, shoulders, neck and head. Just meet your resistance. Breathing in, relax and unwind. Swap the hands and gently meet your resistance in the opposite direction. So as you're breathing in, relax and unwind. Exhaling and gently twist. Just notice how everything feels. Be aware of any stiffness. On the in-breath, unwind. And on the out-breath, twist. Be aware of any tension and just noticing how that feels, using that awareness to continue from side to side. Start to very gently challenge the resistance if that feels nice to you. And allow your breathing to lead the way as you work from one side to the other. Staying nice and neutral throughout the spine in the center. Try not to lean back in any way. allowing that twist to move gently up the spine so that you're protecting your lower back and the back of the pelvis. And as you feel that your body is softening into those movements, vertebrae loosening, you like to add a little bit of extra leverage. You can take that hand around the outside of the opposite leg, using that as gentle leverage. Or you may even like to explore taking the hand on the inside of the same side leg, and you'll feel that that creates a little bit of leverage higher up the spine. Just work with what feels nice to you and use whatever variation suits. Try one more of those in each direction and ensure that you finish on the opposite side to what you started with, so that you work your body nice and evenly. And once you've completed, come back to stillness in the center and come into just a comfortable cross-legged position, or as best you can. If cross-legs is really not for you, then you may well have to keep your feet out wide. But if you can come into a variation of cross-legs, then working that way. As I say, if you're protecting the knees, then pop the legs out to the side. So just placing the hands on the floor in front of the body. Take a steady in-breath and lift up through the breastbone to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, slide the hands away and just relax the weight of the head down. Let the chin settle under towards your chest as best you can, and let the full weight of the head relax. Just take some resting breaths there, nice deep breaths. Fully relaxing the weight of the head as you exhale. One more nice deep breath here. And then as you breathe in, gently rise, coming back up to the top there. And once you come up to the top, cross the legs the other way. So whatever one you've got in front there, explore that the other way around. And if you're working with a wider variation, if the legs are out further, just swap it in a way that feels, so that you're trying to work the hips in a slightly different way to how we just did by crossing. So again, hands on the floor, take a nice steady in-breath, lift up lightly through the chest. On the exhale, let those hands slide away and relax into that space in front as best you can. Really let the weight of the head go, connect with your breathing, and take some nice deep breaths. Really relaxing the weight of the head into the exhalation. One more breath here. And then as you next breathe in, begin to very gently rise, coming back up to that seated position. And once you come up to the seated position, if we can pop the feet flat on the floor with a space between the feet and just take the knees gently from one side to the other, easing out through the hips a little bit there. Okay, if you'd like to then come down onto your back in a semi-supine position. So settling yourself down onto the back. Once you're there, make any adjustments that you feel you need to, so that you feel that you're quite comfortably placed against the ground. And then once you're placed comfortably, walk with the feet in close to the bottom. Bring your feet towards the outer edges of your mat. So just take your feet out wide to the outer edge of your mat. So ideally, some part of the sole of your feet is touching the outer edge of your mat. You could have your toes turned out slightly. That would be fine. Just whatever feels comfortable to you. So just relax your arms out at the sides of the body in a position that feels comfortable. Take your attention back to the knees. Take a steady in-breath.
And as you exhale, let the knees relax towards the floor on the left side, and just let you roll onto the outer edge of the left foot and the inner edge of the right foot. And just let the weight of the legs relax there briefly. And then as you next breathe in, bring the knees back up to the top. And as you exhale, let them relax over to the right side. So you roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and the inner edge of the left. And again, just let the weight of the legs relax there a little. Inhaling, come up to the top. Exhaling, take it over to the other side. And relax there for a nice deep breath. Inhale and bring your knees back up to the top. Exhale, take them over to the other side. And relax there for a breath. Inhale, come up to the top. Exhale and take it over to the other side. And then as you breathe in, come back up to the top. Exhaling, take that gently over to the other side. Inhale and back up to the top. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, come up to the top. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, up to the top. Exhale, over to the other side. And once again, stop there and relax. Now, if you feel confident to put the outer edge of the left foot up onto the top of that outer edge of the right knee, to use the weight of that left leg to gently encourage the right knee down, then you could work that way. But be very aware of how that feels all around your hip and your lower back area. Make sure that it's a comfortable experience for you. If not, then you can leave it out completely and just keep the foot on the ground and let the legs relax. Breathing away. Okay, so very carefully now, remove that left foot and put that back down on the floor. And then bring, well, the in-breath, come back up to the top. Now, you might find you need to realign a little bit in the center there from that one. If you do, then realign yourself. Take the in-breath. On the out-breath, let the knees relax over to that right side. Just give yourself a moment to settle there. And then if you feel that you could put that outside of the right foot on top of the outer edge of the left knee, and let the weight of that leg gently encourage the work on the left side. Notice what's going on for you. Try and relax into it as much as you can. If the weight of that foot and leg on the side is too much, then leave it on the floor and just relax into the position. Breathing away. Okay, so carefully now remove that foot if you've worked that way. Put that back on the floor and then gently bring the two knees back to the center. Bring the heels into the buttocks and bring your ankles and knees together now. Interlace your fingers and rest your head in your hands. Relax the elbows to the ground. If you've got any problems with your knuckles or your hands in any way and this is not comfortable for you, then of course just rest the hands on the floor above your head where possible. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows to the ground where possible. Keep the shoulders nicely grounded, taking a steady in-breath through the nose. As you exhale, take the two knees towards the floor on the right side. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Inhale, bring them back up to the center. Exhale, take it over to the left side. Just roll out onto the outer edge of the left foot. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Inhale, come back up to the top. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Inhaling, back up to the top. Exhaling, over to the other side. Into the center. Out and gently over. Into the center. Out and over. Into the center. Out and over. Into the center. And out and over. Inhale and come back to the center. Exhale, release your arms from behind the head there and separate the feet comfortably, so hip width apart, and then cross your right ankle over the top of the left knee, so that the side of the ankle is right up close to the top of the knee, where you can settle that there. Now we're going to be bringing this left leg in towards the body, and it's going to bring in that right leg with it. Now you can take your right hand and either place it through the hole in the middle and clasp behind the left thigh. You may feel comfortable to take your hands right the way around the shin. If that's not comfortable for you, if you can't even reach the left thigh, then hold on to the outer edges of your mat and use the effort of your left leg to draw that in towards the body. So just work in a way that's right for you. You might find that just crossing the leg over is enough for your hip today. You might want to just hold on to the outer edge of the mat and draw the left knee in and hold it that way. Or if you can take that right hand through the middle and clasp around the left leg in some way, you can work that way. But whatever way you're working with, do create a little bit of flexion on the right foot. So you want to draw your right toes gently back towards that right knee to keep that knee nice and safe. And just hug the left leg in as close as you feel you can. Do, where possible, try not to roll over to the side in any way, and just stay nice and centered. Breathing away, drawing that leg in towards the body in a way that feels nice to you. Making sure that you're not over stretching. Relax that right thigh. Relax that right hip. Just keep a little bit of flexion on the right foot. Left leg is, if you're holding on to that leg, is quite relaxed. If you're using the effort of that leg, then just work in a way that suits you. If at any time you need to pop the foot down and rest, then feel free to do so. Never wait for me to guide you out of anything if your body is already sending you signals to do so. Breathing away, nice deep breaths. Okay, so very carefully now, start to gently release your leg, pop that left foot down onto the floor. Once it touches down, pop the right foot on the floor. And once that right foot's on the floor, let's bring the left ankle up over the top of that knee. Make sure that's comfortable for you, just to relax that left leg. Draw the right leg in towards your body. And same as before, if you can't reach the leg yourself, hold on to the side of your mat and just use the effort of that right leg to draw in as best you can. Alternatively, you can hold on to the thigh, or maybe take that left hand right through the center and clasp, possibly even around the shin. Again, create a little light flexion on that left foot. So draw your left toes gently back towards the left knee. Relax that left thigh, relax into the left buttock, relax into the lower back area, and draw your right leg in just as far as feels okay to you. Let the breath flow. Find the stillness in the position. Be aware of the sensations that you're feeling. Send the energy of your exhalation to that sensation. Okay, so as you next breathe in, once again, very gently release that right leg and place the foot down onto the floor. Once that foot touches down, uncross the left leg. With the hands on the floor, applying gentle pressure, bring your two knees in together. Keep the knees together and the ankles together. Taking the knees in the hands and start to take them around in a circular motion. Massaging through your lower back area and the back of the pelvis. Notice how that feels. And then try some of those circles the other way around. And then come back to stillness in the center. Release the knees and let the feet float down. Once the feet touch down there, wherever you're placed, just take a moment to make sure that you have space to take your arms up overhead where possible. So do just adjust your position if you need to, so that you've got space to take your arms up above your head. And once you've got enough room, place the heels in close to your buttocks and have the feet and knees at a hip width apart. Then, with the hands palms down on the floor beside, lift up lightly through the pelvic floor. Start to tone your abdominals. Press the back of your waist down into the floor and tuck your tailbone up. Start to tone the buttocks. Press your feet down and push your hips up, but stay on your shoulder blades. Project your knees away forwards. Squeeze the behind. Press up those hips, but stay on your shoulder blades. Keep the breath flowing. And then as you exhale, gently lower down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. And as the back of the pelvis touches down, just take a moment to relax. Notice how that feels. And we'll explore that again. Pulling in the pelvic floor, toning the abdomen, flatten the back of the waist, and tuck the tailbone up. And as you tuck the tailbone, tone the buttocks. Press down the feet, knees forward, hips up. Stay on the shoulder blades. Squeeze the buttocks. Press those hips up. Push the knees away forward. Breathing away. Okay, as you next exhale, gently lower down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. And as the back of the pelvis touches down once again, just let things relax. Okay, let's explore that one more time. So lifting the pelvic floor, tightening the abdominals, press the back of the waist down, Tuck the tailbone up, start to tone the behind. Push down the feet, knees away forward, hips up. Stay on those shoulder blades. Breathing away. Make sure your neck is long. Push down the feet, hips up. Squeeze the behind. Okay, as you next exhale, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. As the back of the pelvis touches down this time, relax and bring the knees in towards the body. One knee in each hand, keep knees together and circle them around. Massaging again all through the back of the body, lower back, back of the pelvis. Try some the other way. Excuse me. And then let's come back to stillness. Pop the feet down on the floor. And once again, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Same as we did before. So let that right leg relax. And either hold on to the edges of your mat and bring the left leg in as far as you can if you can't reach the leg. Otherwise, hold on to that left thigh or maybe take the hands around the left shin. Draw the right toes gently back towards your right knee. So the right foot is lightly flexed and hug that left leg in as close to your body as you feel you can. Relax that right thigh. Relax the right buttock. Keep the right toes drawing gently back towards the right knee. Left leg is, if you're holding onto the leg with your hands, then relax the left leg as much as you can. Otherwise, if you're holding onto your mat, just use the effort of the left leg to draw that in. Relax that right thigh, let go all around that right hip. Keep your breath flowing. Okay, as you breathe in, release the hands, let that left foot come down to the ground. Once it touches down, pop the right foot on the floor, bring the left ankle up over that right knee, let the left leg relax away from you. Bring the right leg in towards the body, and if you're able to take hold of the leg, then do, maybe around the shin if that's comfortable. Otherwise, same as before, just hold on to the edge of the mat and draw the right knee forward. Flex that left foot, draw those toes gently back towards the left knee. Let the breath flow freely and hug that leg in as close as you feel you can. Breathing away, relax that left buttock, relax the left thigh. Check in all around that hip. Notice what's going on for you. Make sure that you work in a way that feels nice. Nice deep breaths. Where possible, finding that stillness and sending the breath to that space where you feel it the most. Excellent. Okay, so as you next exhale, release the leg, pop that foot down on the floor, and then relax the left foot to the ground. Just with the feet a good hip distance apart. Once again, just give them a little roll from side to side, but make sure you've got a good space between the feet and just explore some gentle rolling from side to side, just to ease out around the hips and pelvis once again. And then you can come back to stillness in the center. So we're going to come into a full shoulder bridge now. So I'd like you to think about spiraling out the upper arms. So just to remind you of that is to Spiral out the upper arms, and as you do so, you can draw your shoulder blades right down the back of your body. The elbows then come right close to the sides, and the forearms are vertical with the palms facing inwards towards each other. So with the feet settled close to the heels, close to the buttocks, feet and knees are hip width apart, spiral out the upper arms. You might want to do it one at a time and tuck those shoulder blades right down the back. Rest on the back of the upper arms, and same as before, pull up the pelvic floor, tone the abdomen. Flatten the waist, tone the buttocks, push the feet down, knees forward, hips up. Tighten the behind, push up the lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Press down through the backs of them arms. Lengthen your neck, breathing away. Okay, take a steady in-breath and come up onto tiptoes. On the out-breath, roll down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Once the back of the pelvis touches down, bring those knees into the chest, clasp your hands around your shins or thighs, hug the legs to the body, and try a little side to side rolling, massaging the back of your body against the ground. Turn your head gently in the opposite direction to the knees. And then coming back to stillness in the center. So once you come back to stillness in the center, if it's nice for you to rock yourself up to a seated position, do. Take the hands behind the thighs. If you prefer to just come up in another way, then feel free to do so. But rocking yourself up to a seated position, if that's nice for you. And then once you're there, extending the left leg out long in front of the body. So the left leg is out nice and straight in front of the body. And slide your right heel just as close to the high end of the groin as you can. So just as close to the body as you can. Support that right knee in your left hand, and then place the right hand onto the floor behind your back. And use that hand on the floor there to help support a really nice upright spine. Left leg remaining active out in front. Now, you may feel comfortable to bring the elbow over that knee. If that's true for you, then you could work that way. If not, then stay with the hand. Take a steady in-breath. As you exhale, use that hand or that elbow against the knee as gentle leverage as you twist to look over that shoulder. Breathing away. Nice, steady breaths. Okay, as you next breathe in, just relax and unwind and extend that right leg out long in front of the body. Slide that left heel right in. Either support that with the right hand and pop that left hand onto the floor behind, or maybe even bring that elbow over if that's nice for you. Right leg gently active. Take the steady in-breath. On the exhale, start to gently twist, looking over that shoulder, using that elbow or the hand as gentle leverage. Making sure that whatever you're working with is right for you and your body today. Breathing away, keep the breath flowing. Okay, as you next breathe in, gently relax and unwind. Extend that left leg out long. Now you can repeat that by bringing that right leg in towards the body, or if you feel comfortable to step that right foot over the left leg, you could work that way. Right hand comes onto the floor behind the back, and maybe bring that left elbow over the knee if that's nice for you. Forearm vertical, palm is an open. And again, take a nice steady in-breath there. On the exhale, gently work into a twist. It's nice for you. Try to keep the spine as upright as you can. Use that hand as support behind. Keep the chest nice and open. Breathing away. Breath flowing there. Okay, as you next breathe in, gently release and unwind. Exhale, that right leg out long. Slide that left heel in either towards the body or step that over the right leg. Left hand onto the floor behind. Maybe bringing that right elbow over if that's nice. Sitting nice and upright there. Take a steady in-breath. On the exhale, once again, begin to twist to look over that shoulder. Breathing away. Okay, on the in-breath now, relax and unwind. On the out-breath, extending that left leg long. Once that left leg is out long, you again can either draw the right knee in or step that over. Now, if you're comfortable with that foot stepped over, you might even want to bring that left foot towards that outer edge of the right buttock. Now, when you do that, if you feel that you're really tipping over to that left side, then just put a cushion or a block or something underneath that left side so that it feels that it supports you and you sit more readily upright. Okay, so then same again, the right hand is going to go onto the floor behind, that left elbow coming over if that's nice for you. And then from there, or from your starting position, take a steady in-breath. On the exhale, begin that twist. Use that hand or the elbow against that leg as gentle leverage. Use the hand on the floor behind to help support and keep the spine nice and neutral. Do you draw that right shoulder back so you keep your chest nice and open. Breathing away. Okay, as you next breathe in, gently relax and unwind. Once you unwind, uncross the legs and either bring that left heel in towards the body or step it over that right leg, or maybe fold that right leg in towards the buttock. So you can bring that right foot around towards the left side there if that's comfortable for you. So once again, Popping that right hand either around that knee and holding the knee. The left hand is onto the floor behind the back. You might even want to bring that right elbow over. So from there, once again, let's take a steady in breath. On the exhale, start that twist to look over the shoulder. Use the elbow as that leverage to encourage the twist. Draw that left shoulder back. Make sure that you're feeling nice and open across the chest. Breathing away. Nice deep breaths. Okay, as you breathe in, relax and unwind. And as you exhale, just uncross those legs. Once again, with a space between the feet, just give the knees a little roll from side to side. And then once you've eased the knees out, hips out in that way, come around onto the hands and knees. As always, do use lots of padding. We're going to be flexing and extending the spine. So if you know you need to work from an alternative position, if you're not good on the knees, then do feel free to do so. Otherwise, just coming into a nice square tabletop type position. And when you do, kind of tone the abdomen and fill that lower back space. So we're not just letting that sink down towards the floor. Take a steady in-breath through the nose. Exhaling, lift the mid back up towards the ceiling. Bring your chin under towards your chest, relaxing the back of the neck, and lift the pelvic floor, drawing abdomen back towards your spine. Inhaling, come back to the center. Exhale, lightly lift up through the sit bones. Raise your gaze to look towards the ceiling and dip down along the center of your back. Inhaling, come back to center. Exhale, arch up the back, tuck under chin, lift the pelvic floor, tighten the abdomen, relax through the back of the neck. Inhale, back to center. Exhale as you lengthen your spine, moving into that dip, raising the gaze, lifted sit bone, into the center. Exhale, arch up the back, tuck under chin, lift pelvic floor, tone the abdominals. Into the center. Exhale, raise the gaze, lift the sit bones, lengthening your spine into that dip. Into the center. Arch up the back, tuck under chin, lift pelvic floor, tone the abdomen, relax the neck. Into the center. Exhale, lengthen the spine, raise the gaze. Into the center. Exhale, arch up the back, tuck under the chin, lift the pelvic floor, tighten up through the abdomen. Inhaling, come back to neutral in the center. Exhale, sit the bottom right back as far onto your heels as you can. Nestle your pelvis a little bit from side to side, pressing back a little bit through the hands. And then once you've settled through the pelvis there, keep the knees with a space between and lengthen the arms out long in front of the body, bringing your head and neck down in line with your spine. Now, keeping the head and neck in line with the spine and the arms outstretched in front, start to walk your hands around to your right side and just walk them around as far as you can, keeping nice and low in a way that feels okay to you. Feel that as you come around to that right side, with the left hand, really bring that round to the right as much as you can, so you can feel a real nice stretch right the way down that left arm, all down the ribs, right the way down to that hip maybe. And then relax and walk the hands back to the center. Just stop briefly in the center to make sure you're nicely aligned. You might need to bring your right knee back in a little bit. And then let's explore that walk round to the left side. So try and stay as low as you can. Walk the arms round as far as you can. And then once you're there, again, bring that right arm round so you can really feel that giving you a nice stretch right the way down through that right side of the body. And then gently release and bring the hand back to the center. Once you come back to center again, just making sure that you're nicely aligned, and then you rest the elbows to the ground, so just let the elbows come to the floor where possible. Rise up onto the hands and knees and tuck the elbows and knees and tuck the toes under at the back. Take a steady in-breath, head and neck in line with the spine. On the exhale, push the buttocks up high and hold that there. Pressing gently into the elbows, press the buttocks back. Press lightly down through your heels in a way that starts to gently stretch through the back of the legs. Breathing away. Okay, on the in-breath, lower the knees gently down. Exhale, flatten the toes at the back. Sitting the bottom back over the heels and relaxing in a position that feels nice to you. So you may like to support your forehead here, pop them on the back of the hands. You might like to come up onto the elbows and stack your fists and rest the forehead on your fists there. If you are very comfortable in Balasana, the full pose of the child, then relax the forehead to the ground and let the arms just relax by the sides of the body with the hands, palms face upwards. Give yourself some time here to take some nice deep breaths, to allow your body to surrender into your exhalations. Feel the force of gravity sitting on your back so that each time you exhale, you feel yourself sinking more deeply. All tension, relaxing, releasing, and being recycled by Mother Earth. Nice, smooth breaths, just letting go. Okay, so as you next breathe in, bringing the hands gently forwards of the body and coming up onto the hands and knees. And spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to come up into down dog. So spreading out the fingers, tuck those toes under at the back. From your starting position, take a nice steady in-breath. Exhale, take the bottom back a little, then push the floor away, rise up nice and high. Pressing the floor away, pushing the bottom back towards the wall behind. Checking that the head and neck feel comfortably in line with the spine in a way that's not creating tension around your neck. Make sure your shoulders are not hugging your ears. Pressing the bottom back to help open up through the armpits, the side ribs and the side waists. Lifted pelvic floor, toning the abdomen, heels gently down in the direction of the floor. Breathing away, nice steady breaths. Okay, so we're going to rise up on the tiptoes, breathing in. On the exhale, pop those knees down onto the floor. And once again, find your softness. So settle back with the bottom over the heels as far back as is comfortable. Maybe lengthen the arms away, maybe support the forehead, or maybe come into the full pose of the child, with the arms relaxing down by the side legs. Whatever you do, make sure you're able to let go of the weight to the head, the neck, the shoulders. Relax the arms, relax the hands, let the wrists relax. Breathing away. Okay, as you next breathe in, bring the hands gently forwards of the body and rise. Coming up to that seated position, bring the feet out and extend the legs out long. So once again, once that left leg is out straight in front of the body, bring the right heel into the top of the thigh there and just let that right leg relax. Now again, if you're protecting the knee or this hip or the ankle here and this is really not good for you, then just try and follow kind of like more or less the line of your thigh and pop that leg out to the side, but do face forward over the front leg. So once you're settled there with whatever's right for you and your body today, make sure that left leg is out gently active in front. Right leg is relaxed, lifted pelvic floor, toning gently through the abdomen and creating a light sense of lift up through the body. So we're going to breathe in and take the arms up, stretch up tall, reach up through the little fingers, open up the body, exhale, fold forwards. Come down over the outstretched leg in a way that feels okay to you. Take up wherever you can reach. Relax the elbows towards the floor. Relax the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades broaden across the back. Breathing away. Wherever you find yourself in stillness there. Hold your posture. Be with your breathing and just notice how everything feels. Let that right leg relax. Keep the left leg gently active. Active enough for you to feel that you've got a stretch taking place, but not overactive so that there's any pain or stress down that left leg. Head and neck comfortably in line with the spine. Breathing away. Nice smooth breaths. Okay, as you next breathe in, begin to gently rise, coming all the way back up to the seated position. And then once you rise up, extend that right leg out long and pop that left heel in. Just bring it up as close as is comfortable. The right leg stays out nice and straight in front of the body. Ground those sit bones and sit nice and upright throughout the back. Lifting the pelvic floor, toning through the abdominals, left leg nice and relaxed. Breathing in now, let's take the arms up, open up the sides by lifting right up through the little fingers. On the exhale, draw the abdomen back, starting to fold down over the outstretched leg as best you can. Once again, bring the hands down to wherever you can comfortably reach. Settle your head and neck in line with your spine. Let the elbows relax down towards the ground. Let the shoulder blades Broaden across your back. Breathing away. Left leg nice and relaxed. Check that your neck is comfortable. Breathing away. Finding that stillness. Searching for your sensations. Sending the energy of your breath down. Okay, so as you next breathe in, we begin to rise. You can take the arms up overhead or just walk them back along the ground. And once you come up there, let the arms relax down by your sides. Extend that left leg out long in front of the body. Once the legs are out long, give a little bit of a shake out, maybe turn your feet in and out as well. And then both legs extended long onto those sit bones, sitting nice and upright, head and neck in line with the spine. So we're going to come into the seated forward bend now. So as you breathe in, take the arms up, stretch right up out of the sides, lifting the little fingers. Exhale, drawing the abdomen gently back and beginning to reach forward, out and down over the outstretched legs. Bring the hands down to wherever you can reach. Relax the elbows in the direction of the floor, bringing your head and neck in line with your spine. Just making sure that what you work with today is right for you and your body. Keep your breath flowing. Keep lengthening the spine where possible. Breathing away. Nice deep breaths. Okay, so as you next breathe in, begin to rise. You can either take the arms up overhead or walk the hands back along the floor towards the hips. On the exhale, if the arms are in the air, let them float down by your sides. Once the hands come down, support yourself, slide the bottom towards your heels and lower yourself gently back down onto your mat. Once you come down, make sure you're comfortable. Once you feel quite comfortable there, bring your right knee in towards your chest and clasp your hands either loosely around the shin, lower part of the shin where possible, or behind your thigh. Hug the leg to the body and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and squeeze that right leg into your body as tight as you can. Hold the pressure there and breathe in against that abdominal resistance. Exhaling, squeeze the leg, raise up the head, neck of the shoulders, tuck your chin in towards your chest and look down your midline. As you're breathing in, relax your head back down, exhale and pop the foot on the floor. Left knee bringing that in towards the body, take the hands around that lower shin or behind your thigh, hug back towards the body, take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling and squeeze that in now as tight as you can. Hold that pressure and breathe in against that resistance. Exhaling, squeeze that leg, raise the head, neck and the shoulders, chin in towards your chest and look down your midline. Breathing in, relax the head back down. And as you breathe out, place that foot on the floor. If you're strong in your back, you could just lengthen that left leg long. Bring the right knee in towards the body. If you haven't done so already, extend through that left leg. And take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling and squeeze that right leg into the body as tight as you feel you can. Hold that there, breathing again. Exhaling, squeeze the leg, raising the head, neck and the shoulders, looking down the midline. Breathing in, relax the head back down. If you're protecting your back, pop that foot on the floor. Otherwise, you could extend that right leg long and bring the left leg back in towards the body. Extending through the right leg, take a nice deep breath in. On that exhalation, squeeze that left leg into the body as tight as you feel you can. Hold your pressure there, breathing in again. Exhaling, squeeze that leg, raising head, neck and shoulders, chinning towards the chest and looking down mid-line. Breathing in, relaxing the head back down. If you're strong in the back, you can extend that left leg long. Otherwise, pop that foot on the floor and bend the right leg. Everybody hands on the floor, applying a little pressure. Bring your two knees in towards your chest and clasp the hands around the shins or thighs. Hugging the legs to the body. Take a nice deep breath into the abdomen. Exhaling and squeeze the legs in nice and tight. Hold that there, breathing in again. Exhaling, squeeze the legs, raise head, neck and shoulders, chin in towards the chest, nose towards the center of your knees. And then as you feel the need to breathe in, relax the head back down, keep hold of the legs but a little more loosely, and try the side to side rolling once again. Turn your head away from your knees if that's agreeable for you. And then come back to stillness. Keep the knees together, but one knee in each hand, and again, circle them around. Nice big circles there. Trying some of those the other way. And then once again, we'll rock along the spine to come back to a seated position. So if you know you want to leave this out, do. Otherwise, hands behind the thighs, hug the legs to the body, chin into the chest, and use your legs to create the momentum to roll along the length of your spine. Make that as large or as small as feels nice to you. And if you want to rock yourself up, then do. Otherwise, just take your time and come back to a seated position in a way that feels okay to you. Just once you come up there, just give yourself 1 or 2 moments just to make sure everything feels okay. And as long as everything does feel okay, get yourselves ready for the relaxation phase of the class. So if you've got any extra layers, there's time for you to put those on and to make yourselves really comfortable. So do use bolsters behind your knees or supports behind your head if that's what you're looking for. And just make sure that you've got everything you need. So take your time to make sure that you're able to settle yourself maybe into Shavasana if that is nice for you. Head and neck in line with your spine. Shoulders over the
shoulders relaxing back onto your mat, letting go of the pelvis, relaxing the abdomen, let go of the chest. And just be aware of your body settling into stillness. Be aware of the alignment of your body, that symmetry in the position that you're settling. Head and neck in line with the spine, nose in line with the belly button. And just being aware of your body beginning to relax, release, and let go. And just check around the body. Make sure everything feels nice to you. Make adjustments and re-support yourself if you need to. So that once you settle into relaxation, you can, where possible, remain nice and still. And as you're quite sure that your body is comfortably placed, remind yourself of where you're placed within the room that you're lying in. Position of doors and windows. In your mind's eye, just thinking about where the objects and items are around and about. Being aware of the sounds that you can hear. And then letting go of the awareness of the sounds. Bringing your attention back inside yourself. And as you bring the awareness inside, connect with the flow of your breath. Feel your body breathing. And as you connect with your breath, I'd like you to focus on the awareness of the breath in your nostrils. So that you feel the sensation of the breath entering and exiting the nostrils. And becoming aware that as you breathe in, it's a cool, dry sensation in the nostrils. And as you breathe out, there's that warmer, slightly more moist sensation in the out breath. So focus the awareness in the nostril openings and be very aware of the cool, dry in-breath compared to that warm, slightly more moist out-breath. And as you're aware of the breath in the nostrils there, lengthen and deepen a little. So being aware of that cool, dry sensation lengthening and increasing on the in-breath, and that warm, slightly more moist sensation lengthening and increasing on the out-breath. Staying with the awareness of the flow of your breath. And let go of the awareness in the nostrils and take the attention down towards your abdomen now. And as you take the awareness to the abdomen, as you're breathing in, Feel that the abdomen gently rises. And as you're breathing out, feel the abdomen fall. As you breathe in, abdomen gently rises. And as you breathe out, the abdomen falls. You feel yourself settling more deeply into stillness with those smooth, deep abdominal breaths. Breathing right down into the abdomen, feeling the abdomen rise as you breathe in, and feeling the abdomen fall as you breathe out. And not letting one breath by without complete attention. Breathing in, the abdomen rises. Breathing out, abdomen falls. And each breath continues to take you deeper and deeper and deeper into stillness. The whole body relaxing, releasing, and letting go. So letting go of the awareness of the breath now. Letting go of that abdominal breathing. Just let the breathing take care of itself. And as you allow the breath to take care of itself, I'm going to take you on the rotation of consciousness around the body. So I'll name different body parts, repeat the name of the body part to yourself mentally, and then feel into that particular part of the body. No need to move your body throughout the practice. It's important where possible that you do remain quite still and just let your mind jump freely. This is very relaxing and also quite profoundly healing. So where possible, do please try and stay with my words. So this practice always begins on the right side. So if you could take your attention to your right hand thumb, feel the right hand thumb. First finger, second finger, third finger, little finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit. Right side of the chest, waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, shin, right ankle, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. All the 5 toes on the right foot, the whole right foot, the right leg, the right arm, and an awareness now of the whole right side of the body. Becoming aware now of the whole right side of the body. The whole right side of the body now. And move the attention now to the left side, feeling into the left hand thumb. First finger, second finger, third finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, waist, hip, left thigh, kneecap, shin, left ankle, top of the left foot, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, the little toe. All the 5 toes on the left foot, the whole left foot, the left leg,
the left arm, and an awareness of the whole left side of the body now. Becoming aware of the whole left side of the body. Awareness of the whole left side of the body. And take the attention now to the back of the body. Become aware of the back of the head, back of the neck, back of the right shoulder, back of the left shoulder. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the right ribs, back of the left ribs, back of the right waist, back of the left waist, back of the right hip, back of the left hip. Becoming aware now of the whole spine, an awareness of the whole spine, the whole spine, the whole spine. Right buttock, left buttock, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, right calf, left calf, right heel, left heel, right sole, left sole, all 5 toes on the right, all 5 toes on the left. Move the attention now to the very top of the head. Be aware of the very top of the head, the right side of the head, the left side of the head, the forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, and the eyebrow center. Right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jawline, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the center of the chest, whole rib cage, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, sex organs, anus, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and an awareness of both legs. An awareness of both legs. Both legs. Become aware now of the whole back of the body together. Be aware of the whole back of the body together. The whole back of the body. Be aware of the whole front of the body together. Be aware of the whole front of the body together. The whole front of the body. Be aware now of all of the head. Become aware now of all of the head. And become aware of the whole body as one now. Be aware of the whole body as one. The whole body. The whole body. The whole body. The stillness and the steadiness of the whole physical body. Be aware of that stillness. Feel that stillness. Be aware of the stillness in the body. Being aware of your state of relaxation. And being aware of the gentle coming and going of your breath. Feel the sensations of your breath gently rising and falling. And as your body rests in stillness now,
It's beginning to think about springtime, the time when the days brighten up, when the nights are lighter, and all around us there's growth. The trees are beginning to show their leaves and the new grasses feel spongy beneath our feet. We see plants pushing forward at a rapid pace. The harsh, cold, dark nights of winter fading away, coming to an end. And the moon is powerful. Spring tides are mountainous. They rush in on the March breeze, bringing boats battling to safe harbour. They churn up the seabed and rearrange the sand, moving the pebbles and redistributing in heaps against the seawall. Bales of seaweed scattered along the shoreline. And all kinds of sea life have to be well anchored to their homes. In the countryside, new lambs are being born and the hills are greening up. Wildflowers peep from crevices, daffodils and spring flowers bloom in clumps. As the snow melts off the mountains, rivers run smooth and clear. The April showers bring that warm drink to the cold earth. And this is the time for hope, expectations, planning. New life force and energy lifts our spirits now. Because we're also part of nature. Cycle. We change. Just imagining now the full moon. The full moon. A mountainous sea. A mountainous sea. A lone yacht battling for harbour. A lone yacht battling for harbour. Snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped mountains. A cascading waterfall. A cascading waterfall. A bright green field of fresh spring grass. A bright green field of fresh spring grass. A light blue summer sky. A light blue summer sky. Lambs grazing. Lambs grazing. Clumps of daffodils. Clumps of daffodils. April showers. April showers. A steady shower of warm spring rain. A steady shower of warm spring rain. A torrential downpour. A torrential downpour. The heat rising from the earth. Heat rising from the earth. A perfect rainbow. A perfect rainbow. A mountain path.
a mountain path. Climbing up the mountain path. Climbing up the mountain path. The stones beneath your feet. The stones beneath your feet. The sun on your back. The sun on your back. The view from the ridge. The view from the ridge. The top of the mountain. The top of the mountain. A safe place to shelter. A safe place to shelter. The view all around. The view all around. The feeling of achievement. The feeling of achievement. The feeling of strength. The feeling of strength. And the freedom of the mountaintop. The freedom of the mountaintop. The communication with your inner self. The communication with your inner self. All is well. And all is well. So letting go of any images, letting go of any visualization now, and coming back to an awareness of your physical body. Bring your attention back to your physical body lying there in that room. Take the mind all the way down the underside. Feel that support of the floor beneath. Be aware of the contact at the heels and the floor, thighs and the floor, buttocks, back and the floor, all the way across the shoulders, down the arms to the hands. Be aware of those contact points. Feel the weight of your body against the floor via those points of contact. Feel the contact of your clothing, covers and supports. Be aware of any possible sensations that you might notice on your bare skin. Reminding yourself of where you're placed, objects and items around, size of the room that you're lying in, and beginning to become aware of the sounds that you can hear. And then let go of the awareness of the sounds. Bring your attention inside yourself and connect with the flow of the breath. And as you connect with your breath now, take 2 full, strong, big, deep breaths in and out, reawakening your body and mind through the deeper breathing. And as you feel that, creating the gentle awakening, you could start to bring some movement to your fingers, to your toes, increasing gently into the hands, into the feet. Just take your time, slowly and gently into the arms and legs in ways that feel nice to you. So just begin to gently bring yourself back to full awareness in a way that feels nice to you. Take as long as you need for this, and in your own time. You might like to bend your knees and roll over onto the right side and just take some time resting there. If you have an alternative position that you would prefer to move into, then of course, please do feel free to do so. Take as long as you need for this and bring yourself gently back to a seated position, similar to what you would have used at the beginning of the class. There's no rush for this. Please do take as long as you need. Take your time to re-establish a comfortable seated position for you. Okay, so just take your time once again to settle yourselves into a nice neutral spine position, shoulders above the hips, head and neck comfortably in line with the spine, nose in line with the belly button, chin more or less parallel with the floor. Bringing that light contact to the thumb first fingertips, pop the hands, palms down. And just take a few moments, allow yourself to settle into stillness. Shoulders relaxing, elbows relaxing, chest letting go, abdomen letting go. Settling into stillness around the neutral, natural upright spine. And as your body is settling into stillness around the neutral spine, connecting with the flow of the breath. And as you connect with the breath, starting to gradually lengthen and deepen the breath in the same way as you did at the beginning of the class, lengthening and deepening with a view to practicing the complete yogic breath. So you may be comfortable enough to just start the complete breath straight away. You might need a few deepening breaths before you settle into that. Just give yourself time to settle into the breath in a way that supports you today, and focus on the complete breath, looking into your eyebrow center and being very aware of the sensations of your breath rising and falling. Be very aware of the sensations of your breath rising and falling. Looking into the eyebrow center.
So staying with your focus of attention, looking into the eyebrow center, and take a resting deep breath in and out now. And then stay with the eyebrow center to take a steady in breath now to close with the chanting of the mantra Om. Stay with the eyebrow center, take another steady in breath, and repeat the silent Om to yourself. Imagine that poured gently over you from above and rest in the silence that follows. And let your breathing take care of itself. Okay, so as you feel ready, keep the eyes closed, lower your chin, and rub the palms of your hands together so that you create lots of heat in the palms of the hands. Keep the eyes closed and cup your palms over your eye sockets and just open your eyes into that space and allow that warmth to be absorbed by your eyes. And then close your eyes and then rub the hands again and repeat the process. Nice and hot there. And then once again, you can cup them over the eyes, open the eyes into the space, let them absorb that heat. And then just let the hands gently slide away with the eyes open so that you allow that light back in. And I'll bring the class to close there, ladies. So thank you for joining me today. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, ladies.
Om Shanti.
Lovely, thank you. Well done. Thanks very much.